So the rest of my junior year at Seeger wasn't super eventful until it came around to prom time. And I had a date with Jeff Wettrack at Benton Central. He was a family friend. I grew up with Jeff. It was just a friend's date, if you will, even want to call it that. A group of us went as friends, um, and it was fun. It was all people in my class from Benton Central, and it was a good time. So it was a fun prom. They actually organized an after prom that year at Benton Central, and the after prom was super fun. It was a great time, great idea. Um, and that was the first time they had done that. So it was great. Everybody loved it. It was all around like gambling. I mean, not for real money, of course, but just like games and stuff. So it was fun, but that's Benton County at that time. They were trying to push for raffles in churches, and gambling was a big topic, and they really wanted to like push that sort of agenda for some reason. I don't know the details. I just know that it was a big deal at my church, and like now I know why, and we'll get to more of that later. But so at Ben Central, let's see. So I went to junior prom with Jeff and his friends, and then Caleb went with one of his dates. I can't remember who. So I saw a bunch of those, old classmates and whatnot. So that was fun. And then I guess it was our senior year, must have been our senior year prom, where Benton Central had their prom at a country club in Lafayette, and they invited people to come see them at the prom, which at the time I thought was very strange. I'm like, why do I want to do that? I don't really get it, but okay, whatever. So me and a couple of other friends from Seeger went and saw, our friends at Benton Central, and people like Caleb were there, and he was there with his girlfriend. His girlfriend was Erin Hayworth at the time. I guess they had started dating that year or something, and she had won a relay in swimming, and they beat a record, and I think she was on the team. I thought she was on the team with Christy Smith and Kirsten Doyle. I don't remember all the details, but at one point they beat a record and all this. So she kind of like stepped into the position that I came from and everything, which, hey, good for her. I knew Erin from when we swam on the swim team together in the summers. So I thought she was great, already. I knew all of her sisters and her family, and they were Catholic. So it was like, interesting. So now all of a sudden your mom is allowing you to date a Catholic girl. Good for you. I mean, maybe she's come to her senses, that was all kind of, a little extreme if you ask me, but whatever. So, everybody looked great. Erin looked great. But, Caleb did the whole like, come here, Michelle, I want to talk to you thing. And I'm like, no, Caleb, I can see you from here. You look great. Like, I hope everybody has a good time. Like, have a good night, So that's what was going on senior year at Seeger. My class at Seeger was a good class. I had started to pay attention more to my grades, so I was at least starting to apply myself and realize, oh my gosh, I might have to like actually try to get into college. That might be something important that I need to do. I at one time wanted to be a model, so I thought, maybe after college, after school, I would go be a model, and I had started to um, make progress in that direction and look around for those opportunities. And so I wasn't sure exactly which way I wanted to go. At Ben Central, I had been put in physics class, which was on the track of engineering. And I literally sat in class one day and thought to myself, oh my God, I am smart and ugly, and I will never have a boyfriend. This is great. Not realizing, the different types of engineering that I could go into, and that, there were more and more women going into engineering. And, that's just, if that's how my brain worked, then I needed to embrace it. So nonetheless, I did really well in physics, and really wanted to be on the track of anatomy and healthcare. And that's what I was trying to figure out at that time. Do I go healthcare, straight healthcare, wellness, beauty and wellness? Do I go engineering? And like, is there a way to combine all of that? Like, that's where my head was at that time.